Hi guys, I'm kind of annoyed because I literally just spent 15 minutes doing this and I uploaded it to YouTube without even watching it, and then I posted it and I'm like, hey, that looks weird, so I go back and check, and of course it didn't share screen correctly, and the entire time it was on my Beachbody account and not on Teamzy. So I'm here to talk to you guys about organization and what works for me. I feel like I've literally tried everything to stay organized. When I first started, seriously, my system was going through Facebook Messenger every single day and looking at conversations and following up with those people. I never wrote anything down because I was always so on the go, which I still am, but I never really sat down to work my business because I just didn't do it, honestly. I just did it by flying by the seat of my pants kind of thing. And then, of course, as I started to get busy, that didn't work for me. The next thing I started doing was keeping lists of names and going back to refer to names. And of course, after a while, that stopped working for me. Then I watched some video one time of this girl who had a book, and she folded the paper in half, and one side was 20 contacts that you made for that day, then following up with coaches, and then following up with customers, and then I don't even know what else. That worked for about 2 weeks. And then I had all this highlighting and marking, and it was way too much for me. Last summer I started, was it last summer I want to say? No, actually like the end of last year, so it was like March, I think, April, I started using Teamzy. And I loved it. The only problem I had with it was, again, I was still so busy. I didn't have like an office to work from. I never really had a set power hour. I was always on the go. So I did a lot of my work running around from a notebook on the phone. So for me to sit down to log something wasn't convenient. Now that I moved and I have a house and I have an office and I really have kind of established hours for me, like, 4 o'clock in the morning and again, 8, 9 o'clock at night, it's really working for me well. I found myself the past couple months, I was hitting high numbers for Success Club, and I found myself losing contact with a lot of people because I had a hard time keeping up with who was next. All of a sudden I'd be like, oh shoot, I forgot that they were in my challenge group, or I sold a challenge pack to them, so it was bad. So now that I'm settled into my house, I went back to Teamzy, and it's working like a dream for me. So I was going to do a tutorial tonight for you guys to show you how Teamzy works, and that this is the system that works for me, especially now that I'm super busy. And I like Teamzy because it doesn't involve any typing. And for me, with Parkinson's, my hand's always cramped up, so to type is really hard for me. So this is perfect for me. I don't have to type, and I don't have to write, and that I love, except for my messages, obviously. I type those out. So hopefully my screen share works now, and if it doesn't, I'm going to be really pissed off if I do this again and it doesn't work. Because I can't do that. Actually, I guess I can. Okay, so share screen. Okay, I think it's going to work this time because I have Teamzy up right away. Okay, so here we go. So this is what Teamzy looks like. So when you first sign up, you're going to go to the university, and Teamzy was actually created by a Beachbody coach. That's why it works so well too. So if you go to your FAQs for Team Beachbody, it'll show you a video on how to get your customers list and coach list from the online office into here. So you can download all your contacts from your online office into here as well, which is awesome. Then you can also import your friends list from Facebook. Each thing takes not even 5 minutes to do. So literally you could have, like I have 2,500 people in here, let's say, within 10 minutes. I mean, it couldn't be any easier, honestly. So I'm going to go back to Teamzy, and I'm not going to show you guys that. If you sign up, you can do that on your own. Obviously, the only downside to this is Teamzy is free for the first 30 days. After that, you pay for it. I want to say it's $30 a month, but for me, to stay organized for $30 a month and to find all these prospects and have pleasant conversations with people that I was forgetting that I even had in my Facebook, or that I even, I was connecting with, is well worth it to me, because selling one challenge pack could cover your $30, no problem. So if you look at the top here, it says today's activities. And this is basically how much activity I've done for each category today. When you first log in, you set your category. You set each category with a goal of how many you want to hit. I just realized tonight when I was doing this that obviously it's too low. I want to start taking massive action and doing at least 10 invites a day. I know that sounds crazy, but if I want to be hitting high numbers for Success Club and recruiting high numbers, I need to be doing a lot more than I'm doing now. And this is great because I'm seeing that some days I wasn't even inviting 3 people. I was inviting 1 people. I'm like, what am I doing? That's why I'm not hitting my goals, you know, my high goals that I'm setting. So you can set your daily goals, and now obviously that I need to change. So I can see here that I've connected with 24 prospects today. And I'm not sure what my number is, but it shows me that I had 0 left because I've connected with everybody. 4 customers today, 3 coaches, I've done 3 invites, and I've added 7 people. So my total connects today were 31, and I followed up with 8 people, okay? So your dailies here, this is where you can track every single day your vital behaviors. So your social post, your personal development, your shakes, and your workout. I never do this. I did it today just to show you guys, but I mean, I do these things on a regular, so I really am not concerned with that. Excuse me. So your prospects. So the Teamzy is broken down into your categories. Like I said, your prospects, these are people that you've never sold a challenge pack to, you've never helped, they're not a coach, you're forming conversations with them, or there's somebody that's in your Facebook that you haven't even formed a conversation with yet or connected with, and this is the opportunity to do so because they're gonna pop up in your rotation here for you to do so. Each person is ranked 5 through 1. Everybody starts with a 3 unless you change it differently. Obviously, if they're ranked at 5, they're at high importance. So people like your coaches want to be 5, customers want to be 5, especially new customers. Somebody who you think, you know, maybe has no way to, like guys, if I come across a guy in here, honestly, most of the time I end up deleting them out because I just have no desire, no desire, but guys just aren't my market really. So a lot of times I delete guys out, you know, if they happen to be on my Facebook, and really there's very few guys on my Facebook these days, except for like my close friends. So like here comes Kristen. So I could either click and skip Kristen for a week, or I can go ahead and I can go to my Facebook and I can message Kristen. I can comment on one of her posts, and then I'm going to connect and I'm going to log my activity. So I can do that if I just end up commenting on her post, which sometimes new people, I'll just do that at first. I'll just start commenting on their posts to start, you know, showing them that I'm interested in them, you know, and that I'm building a relationship and kind of becoming friends with them. And then, you know, usually they start commenting on my stuff back. So a lot of times I do that first, and I'll just do that by clicking other. And then I can follow up, and let's say in 2 days, I want to make sure that I comment on something else again, and I can do that there. You can type the conversation that you have there. Again, I don't like to do that because for me, it's just double the work. If I'm clicking other, it's because I know I'm commenting on their stuff. If I'm having if I message them, it's already in my messenger. Why am I going to type the same thing twice? I'm about, you know, getting through stuff. And then if I ended up inviting them, I click invite, and I can check what kind of invite, you know, I've done with them today. And then I log my connect, except for I didn't do my invite. I'm going to show you guys the invite, because when I do that, it'll go through my invites there. So you can see my invite just went up to 4 here, and because she was a prospect, this number also went up to 25. Then you go through, so you have to go through each category each day, okay? And then your follow-ups, you see how it has the number 10 there? That means that I have 10 people that I have to follow up with today. And you can see there's a couple people that I missed from yesterday, so I need to get through those 10 people that are from yesterday. And obviously there's 6 from today that I need to follow up with also. And then it tracks your activity down here at the bottom. Also on the side here, it has your why, so you can create your why in the beginning, which is a great reminder when you're working, and sometimes like following up, you know, connecting with 25 people today. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little over it, but you look at that why, and that's your reminder of why you're doing this and why keep pushing and why keep inviting more, and to keep going. And then you can also put your rank in on the side, and then it's super easy to add people. So you're not gonna constantly go and download your contacts and add them in. Once you're somebody accepts your friend requests, I do it every couple of days. I don't do it every day, honestly, because I do it like twice a week, I would say, where I go back and I message them, because for me, it's just a job that I don't want to do every day. So I do it twice a week, where I'll go back to my friends list. I'll see who's accepted my friend request, and then I'll add them in here. So all you have to do is add contact. You type in their first name, let's say Bim, last name Day, add them in. And there we go. And then I can go ahead and rate them right there. Say it's somebody who I met at a festival the other day and ended up buying a challenge pack right on the spot. You can even connect them right there you can make them right there as a customer. I totally forgot what I was just saying about that too. I don't know, but that's it. I'm trying to think what else. And then you just, again, go back to your dashboard, and then you can see all your activity right there. Again, you can see that I'm 100% complete for today. So like I said, I need to go back and I need to change my goals because I need to start inviting more is definitely my goal, and, you know, connecting with more people per day. Hopefully this helps you guys. I like this because it's clear, it's in your face, it's showing you the numbers of what you're doing, what you're missing out on. And inviting, we know, is the most important thing. It's a vital behavior. So if you're not inviting every single day, people are not going to come knocking down your door. We know that already. So this shows me right there in my face how many people I'm inviting and how many more people I honestly need to be inviting every day. And yes, wow, Kim connected with 25 people today or messaged 25 people. But this takes time. This is what, you know, the other day I did 80 something people. And I need to, you know, and I realize, I need to realize sometimes too, because I'm having a tough month, that the work you're doing today does not impact you today. The work you do today is going to impact you a couple months down the road, sometimes 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. So you need to just keep it up for it to impact your business. So hopefully this helped you guys. Again, this is the system that works for me. It's $30 a month. If it's going to help you connect with that many more people, it is so worth the $30 a month. You know what I mean? You have to invest in your business in order to get the return. So if you guys have any questions, post them below and I will be glad to answer them for you. I hope you found this helpful. If you have a different system that works really well for you, go ahead and share that with us too. I'd love to see it. Let's see how I can end this. All right, have a good night.